What is the cost of LA living like? What's up, y'all? My name is Arnold and I recently graduated Yale with a double major in theater and poli-sci. And after graduating, now I'm out in LA living that post-grad life. And I've been here for around a month now, and let me tell you, the cost of living here definitely adds up. So here's some things I've been paying for throughout the past month and the costs that you should consider if you're moving to a place such as LA. So I'm gonna start off from a paycheck perspective, especially those who have a job here. So if you do have a job, the first thing that's gonna be taken out of your paycheck are all the benefits, the taxes, all that good stuff. So depending on how much you're taking out for taxes, LA taxes are expensive. Like literally, I think 20% of my paycheck goes to taxes. And I also spend around 5% of my paycheck on health, dental, life insurance. And to be honest with you, I use the cheapest one for my benefits because, I'm relatively healthy. Fingers crossed, hopefully nothing bad happens to me here. But this is just something you should consider, especially if you have a job. The next thing are any subscriptions that you may have. Generally speaking, people in LA are active, and if you want to be active and join a gym, there's some gyms that go for like over $100 a month. I personally use Planet Fitness, which is only $10 a month. It's also a 5-minute walk from here. And between me and you, I use a lot of free places like beaches that have volleyball nets, or even sneak in with my friend to his rock climbing gym. But there are also other subscriptions that you probably already had anyways, such as Spotify, Netflix, anything like that. So definitely do a check on what you absolutely need versus what you want. To avoid spending too much money on food, I meal prep every week. There's like a 5-minute grocery store down the road. I'm also part of the membership, so I can get a lot of rewards and cash back. And I've actually been able to spend around like $50 or so a week for lunch and dinner to meal prep. This is usually eggs, rice, lean beef of some sort, frozen mixed veggies, bananas. I also buy these things in bulk because even if it's a larger upfront cost, in the long term, it's much cheaper. I also try to steal snacks and bananas at work. One of my bigger expenses, however, is definitely eating out. I'd say that most of my week is strict meal prep, but the other part of my week is eating out with friends, Korean barbecue. I mean, there's just so much good food. LA is definitely a multicultural place, especially in terms of its food. There's good Mexican food. I tried Persian food the other day, so definitely be aware of that. The next thing, which is pretty broad, is experiences. This is also a big one. Let's say you want to go to like an improv comedy show or a Lakers game, or if you don't have a car yet, you want to Uber to a specific venue. If you're moving out to LA for the first time, I would definitely recommend setting aside a budget for just experiences and living, especially while you're young. But of course, everyone's situation will be different. The next thing in terms of cost of living is savings and investments. Hopefully you have a job here and hopefully you're able to set aside a certain amount of money for your safety net or any investments that you have, because the last thing you want to do, especially when living in an expensive place like LA, is living paycheck to paycheck. Some experts, not me, recommend the 50-30-20 rule, where 50% of your paycheck is used for needs. This includes housing, car, etc. Then 30% of your paycheck is used for wants, so food, experiences, eating out. And then the 20% is for any savings or investments that you have. In general, I recommend that you have a high interest savings account. Once again, this is not, well, actually, it is financial advice, actually. I'm probably gonna regret saying that, but it doesn't hurt to get a high interest savings account. If you have leftover money, might as well leave it in a high interest savings account where you can accrue interest and make that money become even more money, then simply leave it in your checking account. The next thing is transportation, and oh boy, LA is, in California in general, is really big. A lot of traffic. I personally do not have a car yet, so I've been relying on the public transportation system, and luckily enough, my company gives me like a free commuting pass. So honestly, the public transportation system here isn't too bad. A lot of people talk crap about it because they haven't been to like New York or any public transportation systems in the East Coast. For me, honestly, I'm fine with it. So if you don't have a car, you'd have to budget for Ubering, using the bus, using the train, but you should also carpool with friends and definitely take advantage of that. But if you do get a car, I don't have one yet, but you're gonna have to pay for the car itself, insurance, maintenance, gas, and gas prices here are pretty expensive. On average, it's about $4 to $5 a gallon or so, but it'll vary by the time you watch this video, most likely. Now, one of the last but most important things, which I probably should have started with, is housing. So I'm currently in a townhouse with 4 other people, so not only do I pay the rent, the monthly rent, I also have to pay for utilities such as the internet, electric, gas, heat. There are also some other upfront costs you have to consider, such as a security deposit, paying off for the first and last month of the apartment. There are also a bunch of upfront costs such as appliances, kitchen stuff, furniture. So definitely check if your apartment is furnished or unfurnished, and if it isn't, maybe having several roommates will help offset the costs, because y'all could just share a bunch of stuff together. But yeah, that's pretty much a broad overview of the things that I've been spending my money on this past month. It's definitely overwhelming, but definitely plan ahead, save some money, make sure you have some sort of stable financial living situation over here. But thank you so much for watching this video, and please let me know if you want anything else, and take care.